professor in CSE at PSN College of Engineering and Technology. Today's presentation is on cloud technologies, a technology that allows us to access computing resources through the internet. I hope this session will be informative and interesting. Let's get started. So, in cloud computing, these all are the main objectives. First one is why cloud computing, then what is cloud computing, types of cloud computing, cloud providers, life cycle of a cloud computing solution, cloud computing with AWS, and finally demo AWS, EC2 and AWS S3. Okay. So first of all, what is cloud computing? Cloud computing is nothing but it is refers to the delivery of computing services such as servers, storage, databases, networking, software and analytics over the internet. It reduces the need of owning physical infrastructure and allows users to access resources time and anywhere. Okay. First one, why is cloud computing? Cloud computing provides on-demand access to share computing resources. These resources are managed by service providers and can be rapidly provisioned with minimal effort. In evolution of computing evolved from mainframes to personal computers, then to distributed systems, and finally to cloud computing. The cloud offers scalability, flexibility and cost efficiency compared to traditional model. These are the main objective. For first one is it is the comparatively on-premises versus cloud computing. In on-premises it will be high pay, less scalability. In cloud computing, pay for what you use. Okay, then allot queue space for servers, no server space required, appoint a team for hardware and software maintenance, no experts required for hardware and software maintenance, and poor data security, better data security. And finally, less chance to data recovery for on-premises and disaster recovery for cloud computing. So these are the difference between on-premises and cloud computing. According to NIST, cloud computing is a model that enables convenient on-demand network access to share the pool of configurable computing resources that can be quickly provisioned and released. In on-demand self-services, users can automatically provision computing capabilities such as server time and storage without human interaction with the service provider. Next slide, broad network access. In broad network access, cloud services are available over the network and accessed through standard mechanisms such as mobile phones, laptops and desktops also. In resource pooling, the provider's computing resources are pooled to serve multiple consumers using a multi-tenant model. For example, the resources are dynamically assigned based on demand. Okay, that is multi-tenant model. Next one is rapid elasticity. Rapid elasticity means resources can be scaled up or down quickly based on user requirements. To the user, the resources appear unlimited. The next one is types of cloud computing. In cloud computing, it will be divided into two types. One is deployment model and another one is service model. Cloud services are classified into infrastructure as a service, platform as a service and software as a service. So first one, infrastructure as a service. In deployment model, we have to go for the three types. First one is private, second one is public and third one is hybrid cloud. In the real-time example of deployment model, consider as an example of vehicles. Bus can be considered as an public cloud. Own car, it will be considered as an private cloud, and the taxi it considered as an hybrid cloud. So hybrid is the combination of both public and private cloud. So this is called hybrid cloud. And next one is in public cloud, it is the example of public cloud. Bus is the best example. It will be accessible to everyone, so that is called public cloud. In private cloud, it can be owned by a single person. For example, owned car. The owned car only can be accessed from the owner of the car. That means the end user can be accessed to anything. That's the example of private cloud. And next one is hybrid cloud. In hybrid cloud, it is the example of taxi. It can be defined as it will be combined of both public cloud and private cloud. This is the example of public cloud. The cloud infrastructure is made available to the general public over the internet and is owned by a cloud provider. For example, Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, IBM's Blue Cloud, and Sun Cloud also. So these are the public cloud storage devices. And next one is private cloud. Private cloud means the cloud infrastructure is exclusively operated by a single organization. It can be managed by the organization or a third party and may exist on premises or off premises. For example, Amazon Web Services and VMware. So VMware in the sense virtual machine. Next one is hybrid cloud. In hybrid cloud, it consists the functionality of both public and private cloud. For example, federal agencies opt for private clouds when sensitive information is involved. Also, they use the public cloud to share datasets with general public or other government departments. Next one is service model. In service model, it will be divided into three types. So the one is infrastructure as a service, second one is platform as a service, and third one is software as a service. For cloud services, what is the need of cloud service? This slide can be, have to go to the slide number 31. So service model, what is the need of service model? This slide explains why service model are required. Different users have different needs such as infrastructure control, platform support, or ready-made applications. Service models help meet these needs efficiently. That's why the service models can be applicable for everyone. Next one, infrastructure as a service. In infrastructure as a service provides basic computing resources like virtual machines, storage, and networks over the internet. Users can install and manage operating systems and applications. That is called infrastructure as a service. It can be scalability, pay-as-you-go modeling, flexibility, and on-demand resources availability. For example of infrastructure as a service is the common examples including Amazon, Google Compute Engine, and Microsoft Azure Virtual Machines. So these all are the examples of infrastructure as a service. The advantages of infrastructure as a services or advantages can include reduced hardware cost, easy scaling, disaster recovery support, and better resource utilizations. Next one is platform as a service provides a development platform with tools, libraries, and runtime environments, so developers can build applications without managing infrastructure. That is called platform as a service. In the features of platform as a service, this slide explains features like built-in development tools, database support, automatic updates, and faster application development. In the examples of platform as a services is Google App Engine, Microsoft App Services. So next one is advantages. So who will be used the platform as a service? They will be used only for the software developers. The advantages of platform as a service is it reduces coding time, simplify development, collaboration support, and cost efficiency. So next one is software as a service. In software as a service delivers ready to use software applications over the internet. In software as a service, cloud providers host and manage the software applications on a pay-as-you-go pricing model. Okay. Users can access them using a web browser. All software and hardware are provided and managed by a vendor, so you don't have to maintain anything. In features of software as a services, no installation required, automatic updates can be applicable, then subscription based usage, then accessibility from everywhere. The examples of software as a service is Gmail, Google Drive, Salesforce and Microsoft Office, etc. Then advantages, it will be the low maintenance, reduced cost, easy access and automatic software updates. So next one is the main thing, the difference between IaaS, PaaS and SaaS. So these are all the on-premises. First one is applications, then data, runtime, middleware, OS, virtualization, servers, storage and networking. So in this color it will be managed by you, and this one is represented by the managed by the vendor. Okay. So first of all, the real-time example you have to take to make a dining table, water, electricity, oven, cake pan, flour, sugar, butter, eggs. So these are all the on-premises. It can be made at home. In infrastructure as a service, the dining table, water, electricity, oven, cake pan. So these are all the managed by ourselves, and the flour, sugar, butter, eggs, it's all can be managed by the vendor. So that is the difference between the managed by ourselves and managed by vendor. In platform as a service, only the dining table and water can be managed by ourselves. So these all are the managed by our vendors. In software as a service, dine out. So these all the things can be managed by only for the vendor. So this is the real application example of infrastructure as a service, platform as a service and software as a service. Next heading is cloud providers. The best cloud provider is Amazon Web Services. Next one is Microsoft Azure. Then one is IBM Cloud. Next one is VMware, and finally Google Cloud Platform. Last one is DigitalOcean. In cloud computing with AWS means Amazon Web Services. It is the cloud services from Amazon. Next one is it provides services over the internet. Amazon Web Services can be used to create and deploy any type of applications in the cloud. Amazon Web Services uses the subscription pricing model. It is the pay for what you use, that means pay as you go model. Life cycle of a cloud computing solution. So what is the definition of cloud computing solution? It can be understand the requirements of the business and determine what type of applications to run on the cloud. Before we are going to life cycle of a cloud computing solution, we are going to explain the deployment model in another one type. So cloud deployment model, it can different types of deployment models used to host cloud services. Number one is public cloud, second one is private cloud, and third one is hybrid cloud. In public cloud, public cloud services are provided over the internet by third-party providers and shared among multiple users. That is called public cloud. In advantages of public cloud is it includes low cost, high scalability, and easy accessibility. Next one is private cloud. Private cloud is dedicated to a single organization providing higher security and control. That is called private cloud. Next, for the advantages of private cloud is such as better data security, customization, and compliance support. In hybrid cloud is the both combines. Hybrid cloud is both combine public and private clouds, allowing data and applications to move between them. The advantages of public hybrid cloud is it can be flexibility, optimized cost, and improved security. We have to add another one community, that is called another one cloud model, that is called community cloud. So community in the sense it can be accessed through the group of organizations. For example, in banking sector we are having same terms and conditions, same rules and regulations, but the level of interest amount, level of something can be differ from the one bank to another bank. So the terms and conditions can be same, but the set of users, set of the terms, set of the interest levels, so these all are the difference from the one source to another source. That is called community cloud. So community cloud is shared among organizations with similar requirements such as security or compliance needs. In cloud architecture, this can be explained the structure of cloud computing including front-end, back-end, and network components. So in front-end of cloud architecture, it includes client devices, browsers, and applications used to access cloud services. Next one is back-end of cloud architecture. The back-end consists of servers, storage systems, databases, and cloud systems management. So next concept is virtualization concept. Before we are going to this concept, first we must know what is virtualization. Virtualization is a technology that allows one physical computer to act like many computers by creating virtual machines. I have to say in simple words, it divides a single physical systems into multiple virtual systems. Okay. In easy example, think one of physical computer as a building. Virtualization creates many rooms inside the building. Each room works independently even though they share the same building. So this is the easy example of virtualization. Why virtualization is used? For better use of hardware, run multiple operating systems on one machine. It can be reduced cost. Then last one is easy maintenance and scalability. So this is called virtualization. It can be divided into 4 types of virtualizations. First one is server virtualization, second one is storage virtualization, and third one is network virtualization, finally desktop virtualization. So next one is life cycle of a cloud computing solutions. In life cycle of a cloud computing solution, choose a compute service that will provide the right support where you resize the compute capacity in the cloud to run application programs. It can be defined in the hardware level. It is access to EC2, Lambda, and Elastic Container Services. Next one is in oppositely, what is the define the storage? Choose a storage service where you can pack up and achieve your data over the internet. It can be accessed to the S3, EFS, and Glacier. And next we have to go the network. Define a network that securely delivers data, videos, applications, etc. With low latency and high transfer speeds, it can be accessed. For examples, VPC, Route 53, and Direct Connect. Next one is security. Set up your security service which enable services for user authentication or limiting access to a certain set of users on your Amazon Web Service resources. For example, IAM, KMS and Cognito. And next one is management processes and tools. You can have complete control on your cloud environment by defining management tools which monitor AWS resources and the customer applications running on AWS platform. So for this process can be accessed into CloudWatch, auto scaling and cloud formation. So next one is analytics. In analytics, finally we can analyze and visualize data by using analytics service where you can start querying data instantly and get results. So these all are the life cycle of cloud computing solution. First one is define the purpose, second one is define the hardware, and third one is define the storage. Next one is define the network, and then define management processes and tools. Next one is testing the processes. Testing the processes means verifying the process using before we have to using AWS developer tools where you can build, test and deploy your code quickly. For example, code start, code build, code pipeline, etc. Then finally the process is analytics. Analytics means we have to analyze and visualize the final part of the result. Then only we have to get the output. So these all are the processing of cloud computing solution in a life cycle model. Demo AWS EC2 and AWS S3 model. Before we are going to first we have to know the definition of EC2 model. So we have to consider this one is a client or a user and this one will be the server. Okay. First working architecture, it can be user can access EC2 through AWS console, CLI and or SDK. It can be request virtual machine. EC2 means elastic compute cloud and S3 means simple storage simple storage services. In EC2 model, it provides scalable compute capacity in the cloud via virtual servers called instances. In Amazon S3, it provides highly durable and scalable object storages for data. The definition of EC2 is it provides resizable compute capacity. For example, in virtual machines in the cloud. In SW3, it can be it provides highly scalable and durable object storage in the cloud. What is the primary use of AWS and S3? The primary use of EC2 is running applications, databases and services on virtual servers. In S3 model, it can be storing and retrieving static data objects like documents and images, videos and backups. In S3 model, it will be the lightweight service designed for storing data, while EC2 is cloud-based web service that offers secure and resizable computing capacity. So finally, the conclusion of cloud technologies is the cloud computing is a powerful technology that supports scalability, innovation and digital information. Finally we are going to revise the topics. What is cloud computing, and that means what is cloud computing is the delivery of on-demand computing services over the internet on a pay-as-you-go basis. That is the cloud computing model, and we have to give the types of cloud computing models like deployment model and service models. The deployment model can be divided into 4 models: public, private and hybrid. Then last one is community cloud. In service models, as we know, infrastructure as a service, platform as a service and software as a service. Then next one is cloud computing with Amazon Web Services. And next one is life cycle of cloud computing solutions, and it can be divided into the moreover in the 7 definitions with starting the purpose and overall the analyzations. Then finally the demo example of Amazon Web Services EC2 model and S3 model. So that's all about the cloud computing technology models. So thank you.